The Rural Kings are a contemporary bluegrass band from Alto Pass, Illinois. The band has a rotating cast of musicians who join in as often as their busy schedules will allow. The core members of the band are Kelly Sims and his wife Mila Maring Sims. They play a wide selection of songs spanning the entire history of bluegrass and traditional country music. Other members include Mila's brother Jeff Maring, Toby Merriman, Josh Morrison, John Beck, Nate Graham, Dan Gett, Mark Stoffel, and Lou Hendricks. They're often joined on stage by any number of their many musical friends, such as Roy Davis or the Bankister sisters, Emily and Alicia. The Rural Kings released their long-awaited debut CD, Dandelions, on November 18, 2012, at the newly renovated Old Feed Store in Cobden, Illinois. The Rural Kings co-founders, Kelly and Mila, often host pickin' parties at their large historic home in Alto Pass. Their home is one of a few centrally located gathering places for the many talented and charismatic musicians who inhabit the surrounding area.
This life, troubles we will meet, hard times and tears, struggles and defeat. But if we hear where the hearts they say, we'll see it through. Which one to choose, which one to leave? Cannot know what tomorrow brings. So many roads, where they all lead.
So Kelly, did you come from a musical background? Like, did your grandpa or your dad or anybody play, or your uncles or anything like that?
No, I didn't. My folks did not play instruments. They liked music, they listened to the radio, but they never played music that I saw. Grandparents either. I don't really know why I kind of stumbled into it, but to get the greeting card packages that they would send out. Did you get those when you were a kid?
I sold greeting cards door to door.
They'd send them to us in the mail in the summertime, and you could go around and hit on all your neighbors, little old ladies home alone, or knock on the door and try to get money out of them to sell them greeting cards, and then you got prizes or cash back for however many boxes of cards you could sell. I never sold enough to really get the slot car track or any of that cool stuff, so
Yeah.
I was looking and trying to figure out what I was going to get one day when I had some card money coming to me, so I just looking through the catalog and I had a guitar. It's a little acoustic guitar, and it also gave you the retail price of the thing. I think it was $19 for this guitar. And I'm, 8 years old, 10 years old, and decided I needed to broaden my horizons. I needed to take up a musical instrument, perhaps.
So long I've been out in the rain and snow. Now winter's come and gone. Hey, little bird told me so.
A couple of the tunes on the CD were discovered sort of by accident, sort of because there's a cassette player out in the garage in the shop, and there are cases and cases of old cassette tapes, and we found Shut Up in the Mines at Cold Creek. We heard it, and it wasn't in the context of the band, it was just sort of trying to straighten up in the garage, and then played it again and played it again, like you do when you find a song like that. You play it over and over until you've memorized it. And when we started playing it, that then prompted us to sort of investigate what's the history behind this. And there's a lot of history behind it.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple of the tunes are that way on the CD. and actually I didn't take the time, we didn't take the time to learn about the history until it came time to write liner notes and sort of think about how do we summarize this project in one paragraph, because that's what people sort of ask you to do after you present the CD.
Right.
What's this project about?
The birds are sweet and singing, sun is shining bright, but in our place of toil, it is as black as night. In my cold creek, I know down to death, but if we'll trust in Jesus, our souls in heaven will